Yeah, because yeah, man, Sweetwater. Sweetwater's got some good ass deals. You get that card, you can put stuff on it, and you pay for it. No interest. No interest. I'm interested.
Yeah. That's a bonus.
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
That is. That's like paying with cash.
Right, cash that I don't even have right
Cash that you don't need.
now. That's right.
Make a payment.
Cash that my wife doesn't mind me spending.
Ooh. You're not supposed to let her know about that. Are you?
Nah, we're pretty open about it.
Yeah.
I'd say she probably buys more things without talking to me than I buy things.
Who's the bigger spender? Yeah.
She's more consistent in
Sure.
the spending, but
Sure.
I'll buy more expensive
Yeah.
things.
Most definitely. I agree.
Like once a year or every 2 years or something, I'll spend
There's
a few $100s.
Right. A few $1,000s.
It depends. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's always like that.
Anyway, welcome everybody to the show.
Welcome.
This is, well, anyway, episode 1.5.
1.5-ish.
Ish.
And thank you, first of all, to Nate for doing this. Thank you. I appreciate this.
Oh, man. Anytime.
This is great.
This is great.
I was down in my basement listening to podcast,
Yeah.
and you and I were texting, and then that's when I was like, why the fuck are we not doing our own podcast?
Right.
And
It's perfect.
I mean, right. It is. And we're like, okay. So,
All right, let's do it. And it
So-
doesn't even matter if anybody listens.
well,
Kind of don't care about that.
well,
I mean, I do, but
you know what? People are going to listen. People are going to listen.
right, because we're fucking interesting.
Oh, you know what? maybe we're not the most maybe we're not the most interesting people in the world, but maybe what we talk about is. So
All right, so
fair enough, right?
we can certainly stumble our way through some very interesting topics.
Sure.
All right.
And then we can have people help us
Yeah.
join in. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe if we do decide to post this on the YouTube,
On
as
the
I like to
YouTubes?
call it,
Love
the YouTube.
YouTubes.
Maybe we can get some listening responses and viewer responses to our
Yeah.
topics.
You know what? Like all week, we did the one last week, right? And
Yeah.
a couple of people have heard it, which is great.
Yeah.
And all week, all I could think about is like bringing up, somebody from the comments said this. Let's fucking
Yes.
talk about it.
Yes.
I'm like, we need to get it set up so that someone can say something back.
Most definitely.
Because I'm really excited about that.
I'm really excited about it too, because I think it would just open up a world of, endless opportunities right there
Right.
for us to just rattle on about.
Well, the fucking show could be just that.
Yeah.
What
just
did
that.
you say last week? Let's talk
That-
about the guy in the comment section.
Yep, most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I want to do is I want to thank everybody who did listen to it, and who had great things to say about it, the first one, and thank you. So, also, for those of you who did listen to the first one or who are listening to this one, the first one was cut off prematurely by about 40 minutes or so. So there were some technical difficulties with that. And if you listen to it, Nate and I had just started to go into the rich dad, poor dad topic.
That's right.
And, well, we continued, but our technical difficulties stopped the recording. And, well, it was good shit. And hopefully we will continue that.
Oh,
now.
you're just going to have to trust us how good
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
I mean, we
It
can
was-
go into it again.
Interesting.
But yeah, no, hopefully I'm pretty sure we've got that worked out. So that shouldn't be a thing again. So you should get the whole shebang.
The whole
this one.
Yeah, the whole effect.
Yeah. So anyway, what's good, man?
Nothing.
What you been doing this week?
This week was crunch time because I had some company move in with me this week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it was a little overwhelming.
Sure.
I think for everybody in the house, myself, the wife, the kids, and also the person who moved in with us. It's definitely going to be an exciting time in our lives to be able to help this person out, I think,
sure.
and get them back on track with things. So, yeah, I mean, So other than that, I mean, it was scrambled to do, X, Y, and Z, get things, get
Yeah.
things in place, get their personal items taken care of, and their living quarters taken care of. So it was
Right. So you've been building another room
yes,
in the basement for
yes,
this, right?
I definitely framed in another room in the basement, and yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was like if there was a timer, I would have had 2 seconds left.
Right. Like one of those competition
Yes,
shows.
most definitely 2
Yeah.
seconds
Bakers,
left.
you got fucking
Yeah,
30 minutes
boom,
left.
let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, so
But you got it all done, yeah?
got it all done.
Yeah. What would you say was the hardest part of doing that whole thing?
Holding the drywall up above my head by myself.
You didn't have a helper?
I had my son help me out with one piece,
Uh-huh.
and that was almost kind of like pulling teeth out of a
Uh-huh.
cougar. So I said, "Okay, thank you."
Herding cats?
Yeah, and I decided to take matters into my own hand and build a little, just a little wedge, and it held the drywall up there pretty good for me. And
Yeah.
that was good. But I think that was definitely the hardest part.
Yeah.
The drywall above the head.
And everything else was cake or?
The framing was a little tricky because I did have to make some soffits for electrical and venting.
Yep.
And had to become a very creative carpenter with that process. All in all, though, it looks great. I mean, I really don't have any complaints about it. Like, I mean, you always look at your projects that you do, and you always say, "Oh, I should have done this, or I should have done that." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it came out nice. It looks clean. It looks,
Yeah.
it looks good.
Yeah.
So
you're just down there, homes on home style.
Yes.
Throwing shit up. Here's a wall. Here's some fucking carpeting. Here's a door.
oh
fucking
man,
do it.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Ready to start your own construction show.
definitely not. Definitely not. It would be more like what was the show with Tim Allen and
Tim Allen Tool Time?
Tool Time? Yes,
Do some tool time.
that's exactly probably that's what it would be. Just a bunch of errors and mistakes.
And I keep trying to find a place to watch that show. Like, I don't know who's got it. If anybody's got it, because that was one of the ones that I really liked. And I keep looking around. I don't think Netflix has it or Hulu or anything.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's
far as
taken
I
the
know.
rights for it yet.
Because I would definitely watch that.
I think they might be
binge that
still
shit.
rerun on like Antenna TV. That's how I
Okay.
say antenna.
Antenna.
Okay. Antenna. Okay.
Antenna, baby.
That's for the wife.
Yeah. That's what we call my Aunt Anna. I'm no joke. For
And antenna.
Antenna.
That's funny.
Yup.
That's funny.
Yeah, but so I'm trying to watch that. But you know what is almost as good? His I guess I don't know if it's really almost as good, but it's basically the same show as his other one that he came out with. Was it Last Man Standing?
Yes.
Have you seen this?
A couple episodes.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same damn thing, except now all of his kids are girls, and he works at like a Gander Mountain or Bass Pro Shops
Yes,
kind of store.
yes.
Yeah,
Who's the wife on that?
I don't know what the actress's name is. She's good though. She plays off
Yeah.
him really well.
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
I said, I've only watched a couple episodes, but it wasn't bad. Mm-hmm. Not bad.
I thought it was fine. I watched all of them. I don't know. It's one of those shows that you know it's not that good while you're watching it, but for some reason you're watching it.
Good enough just to watch.
You know what show is like that? The Ranch. Have you watched this?
The wife loves that show.
It's retarded. It's the worst fucking show ever made. It's terrible.
Yes.
It's really bad.
Yes.
And I have to watch it. Every episode. The scripts are bad. The acting's
Acting is
not
horrible.
that good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
The sets are bad.
It's one of those Netflix series.
Yeah. It's
And
one
I'm
of the
sorry,
originals.
but I just can't do it. Yeah, Netflix original. I can't do them. I don't know
Ashton
why.
Kutcher, man.
And I like him.
Yeah.
And I like the hell. Come on. The guy from
Masterson. Or the
who's
other
the dad?
guy.
Who's the dad?
Oh, yeah. I always forget his name. I can never remember it.
Roadhouse, Elliot.
Sam Elliott. That's right.
Roadhouse. That's where I know him from. Roadhouse. That's where probably everybody knows him from.
I always knew him from Big Lebowski.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sitting there, yeah. He plays the same fucking character in every
Most
goddamn
definitely.
thing.
Most definitely.
And that's fine.
It's a great character.
Because I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Every time. And I love it on the show especially because he's so mad all the time at his boys, right? You know, Ashton Kutcher plays Colt, his son,
The son.
and he's always fucking up. You know, it's like a Kelso character from that 70s show.
Yes.
But it's not quite that level. But so he's always fucking something up, getting up late, worried about his hair or something like that. And his dad is like, man, I should have fucking drowned your ass in the river.
Right. That's funny.
But,
Renee, Renee really loves it. I just look at her and say, what the hell are you watching? This is crap.
Yeah. I don't know why, man. I gotta watch every time the new season comes out. It's 2 days and I watch the whole thing.
So you're all done with it because it's over with now, right?
No.
Oh.
They keep going.
Because I thought that they sold the ranch and like,
Oh, they did.
yeah,
They sold the ranch. It's owned by the bastards at Newman Hill now.
okay,
And but they still run it
okay,
for the most part. There's some things that the corporate guys come in and take care of, so it's not as tough on them.
sure.
But they still live in the house. They still run the ranch.
And the
Whatever.
dad's still a character on the show as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So
Because see, I don't know. For some reason, I thought somebody died.
yes.
Somebody did die.
Right. So this is what happened. And I guess this would be spoiler alert if you're
You
trying to
haven't
watch the
watched-
show,
yeah.
right? So I don't know. Come back in 5 minutes. So Danny Masterson, he's the guy that plays Rooster on that show. He
Okay.
played Stephen Hyde on that 70s show.
Okay, sure.
He got caught up in some allegations of impropriety,
Okay.
kind of in the middle of this Me Too thing. And I haven't really looked into it super far, so I don't know all the details or whatever. But basically, he's like fired from the show. So they had to write him off. And they ended up killing his character. He dies in like a motorcycle accident is what it looks like.
Sure.
But they think it might actually be this other dude who's bad news around, fucking headed out for him.
Yeah, okay.
So,
So they made it interesting.
yeah. And to replace him, they brought in Dax Shepard,
Uh-huh.
and he's like a cousin.
Okay.
They fucking writers scrambled to bring in somebody.
Right.
Oh, they got a cousin that they never really talked to from Bo's
Yeah.
brother,
Gotcha.
So now he's there, and it's a different character, but I think he's doing a good job too.
Yeah.
Filling the role, filling the space, and he plays off of them pretty well.
Would you recommend that maybe I perhaps turn this on and watch or no?
I don't know, man. I think if you've watched a couple episodes and it's not for you, then it's not for you.
Yeah.
It's fine. But it's one of, again, just it's a crap show that either you're into it or you're not.
Right.
And you're going to be into a different crap show if you don't like this one.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Like, fucking Jess watched all of that fucking Bones again. She's watched all of them before.
yeah.
And for like the last 2 months, it's nothing but fucking Bones.
Really?
Yup. Every time she's watching the TV or with her phone, it's this fucking show, and I can't stand it.
Yeah. I see, like we were talking about the last time. It's really hard for me to find something like a series to actually buckle down and commit to.
Yeah.
That I think there's good acting and good, the characters are great, and the way that the episodes will take different turns that you definitely never see coming. Mm-hmm. Because that's one thing that I can't stand is the predictability about TV shows, because what's going to happen. You're like, I could have wrote this in my fucking sleep, and that's what these guys do,
Right.
And I'm like, no. And then that's usually when I just lose interest in it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can sit there and predict pretty damn close of what's going to happen next, nah, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Got to be out.
It's got to be, give me something. Mm-hmm. So I guess I won't be watching that. Give me documentary. I watched the last one I watched was Inside Bill's Brain. Have you watched that yet?
No, I've seen it on there,
Yeah.
and I've thought about it, but again, it's like
Commitment.
it's a commitment.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
have what is it, hour and a half, 2 hours or something.
Yeah, and I think there's a couple of episodes.
Oh, really?
I want to say there's 3 of them. Yeah.
I was looking at it, and I was like, I should watch that. It might give us something to talk about, something to think about.
It's
And I was thinking, like, I think Bill Gates is one of those guys. It's like one of the last guys that you really can't. He hasn't done anything really fucked up,
right.
Well,
Depends on who you ask. I mean,
uh-huh.
if you ask the government, yeah, that guy was the fucking worst guy on the planet for monopolizing, the industry back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Sure.
But I think everybody else loved him for the most part.
I don't know. I guess I'll have to watch it, I guess, to really solidify an opinion.
Yeah.
But you think about, like, the foundation that he has
I think it's great.
with his wife.
Oh
That's
my God,
a big
dude.
deal.
It's huge. And I never realized until I watched the show that this is what he was doing. Mm-hmm.
He's giving away more money than you and I are ever going to
Holy
make.
cow. It's
Holy shit.
great.
Yeah.
I mean, I was pretty fucking amazed by it,
And they saved Apple at one point from bankruptcy, right? Brought them back. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of hit on it just a little bit,
Yep.
but I'm sure there's some politics involved with that, and they probably wouldn't want to take it too far.
Probably.
I mean, especially
Right.
with it being on Netflix, because who knows who Netflix actually has ties with, if they have ties with Apple or, whoever
Yeah,
out there
well,
that
I don't
might
know.
have
Don't
a
look at me on
vendetta
that one.
against any other company. So, yeah, but yeah, they hit on it. It was good. But yeah, the stuff that he is doing, wow, man. Wow.
Yeah.
I was impressed. I was like, holy shit. This guy's really like, yeah. And I never heard about this before until I watched this.
Okay.
Did you? I mean, have you heard about some of the stuff that he's been doing, like around the world and whatnot?
Not in specifics, no,
Yeah.
but I know they've got this foundation. They bring it up on NPR all the time.
Yeah.
Not that I really listen to that so much, but I think that what is it? They were like pioneering efforts to get clean water to
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah. What else?
And getting rid of the sewage at the same time.
Oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. Ba-dum, chow. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Because they were showing these third world countries where the toilets, are basically outside, an outhouse,
Yep.
full to the top. Just horrible. Just the conditions of living in these cities are like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
You're getting the same water that two people just dumped a, boatload of shit and piss into.
Right.
That's where the kids are playing at. And yeah, and he went over there and he basically, said, we're going to do something about this. And he kind of had like a little bit of a competition with a bunch of different waste people and energy conservative people. Like, how can we, use this to do this with? And dude, all the people, all the different ideas, the different toilets, the different, we're going to turn this poop into fuel to run the pumps that's going to create the water, that's going to push the water, and we're going to steam it so it's cleanable and they can drink it. So every time they go to the bathroom, what they're really doing is producing, a quart of water or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like, holy shit, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I was blown away by it. Really, it was good. It was good. Yeah, you should definitely check it out if you haven't seen
Oh, I
it.
definitely will.
Yeah, definitely check it out. And then I tried watching something about how the earth was made or some crap. Dude, don't fucking waste your time. Don't waste your time.
Is this where
Yeah,
where
exactly.
the dust stuff is coming
Yes,
from?
yes.
Right. So
Yes.
so you've been sending me stuff, I don't know, for the past couple of days. just like man, isn't it crazy that the earth was made out of fucking dust flying around and shit. And I'm thinking, yeah, man, like fucking everything.
Right, everything was. Right, everything was. Like, okay, here's my thing.
Yeah.
So they're telling me that this planet was made from stardust formed in millions of years in circles of all these different elements coming together in a circle. And I'm like, so that fucking happened for every fucking one of these planets out here in our solar system, like perfectly every fucking time? Get the fuck out of here, man. What? What? Come on.
I don't know.
So wait a second.
What do you mean
tell me.
perfectly though? What do you
Well,
mean?
I mean, is the Earth not fucking? Or maybe the Earth's flat for some people.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
All right.
but
We don't have to
right.
get
We're not
into
going
that
there
shit yet.
But I mean, come on. How many planets are in our solar system? Are there
8.
Any, are there any square ones? Are there any triangle ones? Are there any oblong ones?
Well, no, but that like
Come on, man.
that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Dude, there's shit flying in fucking orbit. All the fucking, like, there's just shit flying around. How come we don't see that stuff forming right now? As long as we've been here and we've been able to see the
they
space.
do though, right?
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. They
No.
see it in forming in nebulas, right?
Yeah, okay. Nebula.
Far away.
I know who Nebula is. She's in my car right now.
We're not talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. We're talking about clouds of gas and dust and particles and shit
Yeah.
way out there in space.
Way out there.
right?
A couple miles away.
Got these clouds, right?
Clouds.
All these fucking particles
Yes.
tracked gravitationally to each
Gravitation.
other.
Yes. I mean,
Yes.
however it works, they're just gravitated towards each other.
Correct.
They just like, hey, what are you doing over there? Oh, nothing. Come on over here, buddy. You know what? I'll be there in 10,000 years. Just hang on. Let's just all, you know what? Let's just all hook up.
No, the shit takes a lot of time. But
Well, sure. No, I get
it's
that.
been a lot of time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's been a long time.
So the Big Bang happens, right?
Big Bang. Oh, don't
Everybody
you get
just
me
fucking buckle in because this is going to be
Oh, my
the
God.
dumbest conversation
Oh,
about
yeah,
a
for
smart
sure.
topic
Yeah,
you've
exactly.
ever heard.
Exactly. Sorry, guys. I'm just giving you an
Here
apology
we
now.
go. So, Big Bang happens and fucking everything comes into existence, right?
Boom.
Boom.
Wow.
So there's fucking clouds of like pre-matter and shit.
Yeah.
I don't even know. So this stuff, as far as my ridiculous, stupid brain can recall, all this stuff starts becoming attracted to each other, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, of course.
And so then you get these clusters of mass, right?
Yes.
And shit gets real fucking hot. I
Yeah,
don't
it gets
fucking
really
know.
hot.
God damn it.
Hydrogen explosions and fucking gases, and man, we're coming together and yeah, exactly.
I just okay. I can't recall the particulars
I
of it.
can't recall any of it.
Right,
'cause
you guys need to go listen to a podcast by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll tell you all this shit.
Exactly. He'll
But-
tell you everything. Maybe we can get him down here.
Yeah. Let's see if he'll come to my basement
Why
and
not?
talk to us about
You know,
this.
hey, it's worth a chance.
He's the ambassador for science, but he
mean-
usually does like Rogan.
Well, us, Rogan, this close enough.
But
Okay.
I guess here's the disconnect for me where I'm not understanding why doesn't it make sense that the particles will be attracted to each other?
Yeah,
Yeah, why?
that's my question.
No. Why do you have a question about that?
Because why would they be attracted to each other?
Gravity.
Where's the gravity coming from? Where's the gravity on everything else? It's just on every planet, or it's just on the planets. On every planet, there's gravity, but we don't know.
No. It's gravity is the attractive force of mass.
Yes. Okay.
Right. So anything that has mass,
Yeah.
interacts with the fabric of space time.
Okay.
Right.
Wait a second.
Okay.
Yeah. See, this is way above my pay grade.
This is way above my fucking pay grade.
God, I should have paid attention in school.
Anything with mass is attracted to anything else with mass. Masses are attracted to each other.
They're just automatically attracted to each other.
Right.
Automatically. It's just something that's inevitable.
Okay. So that question that you're asking right now, they're still working on this.
Oh.
They're still trying to figure it out. Right.
Okay.
And I think that was
Okay,
a big
well, then
part of the
let's
reason. So the Large Hadron Collider, right?
No.
The particle accelerator that they built
Yes.
in fucking
Okay. Right.
Switzerland, right?
Yeah.
What they were trying to do there, one of the things that they were trying to do there is to observe a particle called the Higgs boson,
Yeah.
right? Because theoretically they knew that it existed, or they predicted that it would exist.
Sure.
and it helps to unify a couple of theories. I think it's quantum mechanics and Einstein's fucking relativity.
Sure.
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong and you know better than I do. But it has something to do with how gravity works. They built the whole fucking thing because they're saying the same thing that you are. Okay, we know that masses are attracted to each other. We're not quite sure why, but we think this, and we got to see if this thing is out there that we think is out there. So they spent all that fucking money. They put it together. They started smashing protons and other shit into each other to try and create these little particles so they could detect them.
What have you heard afterwards? What happened after they smashed these together? Have you heard anything?
They found it.
So they did find it.
Yeah. Yeah. They observed the existence of this Higgs boson, and everybody was happy. I don't know. Now they're moving on to other things, but I don't know if that answered the question 100%.
I don't know
think they're
either.
still looking into it.
I think they have to be.
They gotta be.
Fuck. It just blew my mind. Oh, really, it did. I think it was something that I was trying to watch way too late in the night, at night before bed.
Yeah.
And I was like, these guys are full of fucking shit. They fucking have no clue.
See, I don't know. To me, that's one of the things that you got to accept. And I don't want to use the phrase like take it on faith because I think faith is terrible.
Right.
But we observe that massive particles, mass is attracted to mass. We can see that experimentally, confirm it over and over and over again. Like it's very well established that happens.
Okay.
Why exactly that happens, I don't know. And I don't
how does it
know
happen?
if anybody knows.
Because you're saying it's just gravity.
Right.
Gravity is just pulling those things towards each other.
Yeah. I can't go farther than that.
No. And I wouldn't expect you to.
There's
I
don't
you know
know.
what? I think I'm gonna try to find a video on this
Yeah.
and try to get a little bit more educated
Yeah.
so I could probably better understand it myself.
We'll have to revisit this topic next time.
Most definitely, because
For sure.
I
That's your
personally think they're all fucking lying to us one way or the other.
What could possibly be their motivation for lying about
It's
gravity?
fucking government conspiracy, man. Are you kidding me? No, I'm just fucking around.
But yeah, man, planets are spherical.
Yeah.
Because everything
spherical
is attracted to each other, and the materials don't have the structural integrity to maintain a shape other than
round.
Right.
Because they're being pulled so hard
Uh-huh.
that it's actually forcing them to be a ball.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
Yes,
see?
exactly.
Now that makes sense.
Right.
And I can
'cause
accept
think
that.
about like your experience with heavy objects, right?
Right.
Like fucking rocks and shit.
Yep.
Take mountains, right?
Yep.
If you could possibly just pick up a mountain,
Right.
and stick it on top of something else, somewhere else,
Sure.
whatever's underneath is going to get squished to shit
Yes.
towards the center of the earth, towards
Right.
the center of mass of the earth.
Okay. It's coming together for me. I'm
Right.
still going to find a video.
So,
And with the gravity pull and with everything else, because either side of that ball has to be pressurized at the same force.
right. Yep.
I mean, it's basically like you're squeezing a tennis ball. I mean, it's not going to deform I'm using my hands to show Nate how I'm pressing a ball, just so you know. I mean, it's equal around everything.
Well-
as opposed to an oval where the sidewalls might be weaker than the round, or vice versa.
well,
Because an oval, like say you take like a round pool,
yeah.
that whole pool, the outside of that pool, it's the same pressure on every side and every inch of that wall,
Uh-huh.
as opposed to
Okay.
an oval pool where it would be different, or a square pool.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, and I think I see what you're trying to say. And I don't think that's accurate.
Okay.
Think of every particle is attracted to every other particle based on the same constant.
Right.
Right. So it's not really being squeezed from the outside.
Right. It's being
It's that
pulled from the.
Everything is, I suppose you can think of it as if you took one particle that was outside the sphere, right? It would be most attracted to the center of mass
Sure.
of the other sphere, right?
Gotcha.
But that is an accumulation of all of the forces that is feeling from every other particle there.
Right.
Right. And all of the particles in the main sphere are equally attracted to that one separate particle
Right.
Right?
Right. Yeah.
as it is to them.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I think so.
we might have
Yeah.
exhausted my
But no,
knowledge of
but no,
of
that's
gravity.
okay because now, like I said, I'm gonna find. Yeah, I'm gonna go get educated on this shit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, you know
A
what's
tiny
going to
bit.
happen, right? I'm going to go to work this week,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna start off the day with real good intentions,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go off in the weeds because I'm gonna be like reading about relativity and shit,
Exactly.
not understanding it.
And no,
But I'm still gonna be doing it.
I'm still gonna read it
Uh-huh.
or listen or whatever.
Watch some videos.
Probably.
I like the animations that make it easy.
Oh my god, the animations. Flip
I
the
do though.
page.
You know what though? And we'll move into less heady territory.
Yeah.
I swear to God, you can learn anything on YouTube. 100%.
but
you can
know your
search for it. and
right,
You,
but
there
know
is
your source.
somebody- Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
As with anything, go in with a healthy level of
Yeah.
skepticism
Yeah, for sure.
about everything. But I truly, honestly believe you can learn almost anything. Someone's got a video or a
Yes.
video series.
Yes.
And especially, and I think this has come up with like guitar, right?
Yep.
There's so much out there
Man.
on YouTube for learning guitar from day one. The first day you pick it up,
Yeah.
this is a string. These are the notes that everything's fucking. These are
Yeah.
your frets, and this is your chords. All the way up to here's how you fucking shred like
Shred,
Dragon
yeah.
Force. You want to learn the song?
Oh my god.
Whatever, here we go. We're going to break it down note by note. On the high E string, fret 17, pull off to 13.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. And
Everything.
You know what kills me is the people that like shit on that. Like, oh, yeah. Oh, he said he learned how to do it, but he's watching YouTube. You can't learn shit on YouTube.
And he's watching YouTube comedy.
And I just look at him. I go,
Right.
Why would you say that? Why is it better to have done it the way you might have done it? In a room with a dude at the music store,
Right.
looking at some books.
Right.
That's really better?
No.
No.
Not at all. That was my
No.
generation.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't have YouTube.
Yeah.
We had to go out and buy tablature.
Right. Let's look at some numbers on some lines on a book.
Yeah, and I remember when I first started the bass, I didn't know what the hell I was looking at, and I played everything backwards.
Ooh, yes.
Everything.
Easy to do.
And I'm over here frustrated as hell saying to myself, this does not sound like the song I am trying to play to save my life.
Some Metallica thing.
Yeah, it was. Of course it was.
Of course it was.
And I'm like, no, what in the fuck is going on here?
Uh-huh.
There was no YouTube to get on and say, oh, the bottom string for you is really the top string.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, that's why you got to get a teacher or whatever to point you in the right direction.
Yeah, there was no teacher.
That's
I wasn't
why
playing.
YouTube's
No,
so fucking great.
it is great.
You go on there, you got a person, they can bring up the fucking tabs. They can bring up the sheet music if you want. They'll
Camera on
play
the
it for
camera
you.
on the fret hand,
Oh,
camera
let's-
on the pick hand.
Yep. Let's slow it down.
Let's slow it down to a fucking 50 beats per minute
Uh-huh.
or second, and
Sometimes they get the original recordings. They're like, here you go. This
Oh.
is just the guitar track, the original recording.
I love that.
Let's see what that sounds like.
I love that.
You know what I think is great? Sometimes you'll get the people who actually played the
Play this-
shit.
Yes.
We got to play Slither, right?
Yep.
It's a Velvet Revolver song.
Yep.
You know who taught me how to play Slither?
Slash.
Duff McKagan.
Did he?
Yup.
Oh, because you're playing the bass on
Because
that.
I'm
That's
playing
right.
the bass. I looked up the
Fucking
video.
DK.
He's on there. He shows you how to fucking play the thing.
I love Duff. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you really?
I like Duff McKagan.
Why? What's great about him?
He always just had a really solid feel, and his bass lines were like right on point.
Yeah.
His fills were precise. They were good. It wasn't too flashy. It wasn't, sloppy.
Uh-huh.
It was right where they needed to be. Fucking like dead on.
Yup. Sitting in the pocket, man.
I mean, it was
Right where you
there,
gotta be.
right where they needed to be.
Yep.
Not even just in the pocket, but in the song itself. It was there. Like, everybody had their fucking part, and they let him get his 7 seconds of glory or 5 seconds of glory.
There you go, man.
And it was fucking perfect.
There you go.
Perfect.
Uh-huh.
I loved it.
It's beautiful.
What did you learn how to play first? Was it the vocals or the guitar? I mean, like, how did you go about it?
I don't know. Like from the very beginning?
Yeah.
I guess I probably sang in church a bit
Yeah.
back when that was a thing that I did. My parents forced me to go to church.
Sure. And you sang in the choir?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'd go up there in the choir, and that was real low pressure.
Sure.
So that was nice. I would sing with the altos
Very nice.
because that's where my voice was.
Yeah.
But the thing that I liked about that was altos have incredible harmonies that are not always obvious, so it was cool. That was probably my first introduction to here's the music,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now listen to what everyone else is doing. You probably already know the melody.
Yep.
Try to follow the notes that are on the page and listen at the same time
Sure.
to come up with what the alto's harmony is supposed to be.
Gotcha.
Do that.
Oh, very nice.
Right. So
So you didn't have the YouTube to go on at this point in time?
no,
Right.
No, just an angry old fucking church lady.
Yeah.
who get up there.
Who probably had a fucking great ear.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. Her name was Sister Smith,
Oh, bless her heart.
and she, she took on this role at the church to get all of them to sing. And this is not like your gospel church, right? Where everybody
Right.
where it's a select few people get up, or everybody knows. I know I'm generalizing here, but people know how to sing, and this is anybody who's here today. Come on up.
Let's go.
We got Edna,
Yeah.
who sings like an old lady.
Yeah.
We got Gary, who can't carry a tune,
right.
But he's real enthusiastic.
Oh, he wants to sing. He's in the front row.
He's the loudest one.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, got
Way
it
off
right.
key.
Way off key.
Probably off time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on, dude. You're pushing it.
So she's up there trying to wrangle all of this shit together. She walk over to the piano and plunk out what people were
right.
supposed to do. They
Right.
separate it.
A sharp.
Right. Altos, listen. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did that for a bit, do the Christmas programs or just get
Yeah.
up and sing on Sunday or whatever. And but instrumentally, the first thing I ever did was saxophone.
Saxophone.
Yeah.
Very nice.
They did.
That's a sexy ass instrument too.
You know why I picked it?
Cause of
Kenny G.
really.
Yeah. We had my parents had one of his CDs.
Yeah.
And I listened to it on my own, just put it in the stereo. Sometimes I wake up early in the morning before my parents are woken up, and I would sit right in front of the speaker
So you could have it.
so I could have it real down
Down
low.
low, yeah.
And I could listen to it and wouldn't wake anybody up. And and I really liked
Kenny
what he
G.
was doing. And
How far did you take the saxophone? Did you
Okay.
take it all the way through high school?
I got through a bit of high school.
Yeah.
But here's how this all went. So in fourth grade, the music teacher for the school, this was in Belvedere,
Yeah.
she came around and
Is this Belvedere, Illinois?
Belvedere, Illinois.
Belvedere,
Yes.
Illinois. Okay.
And her name was Mrs. Hubbard, Old Mother Hubbard. And she came around and administered a test to everybody.
Oh, you and the fucking test.
I know, right?
Fuck. Your whole life's been a fucking test.
This is great. This was great. It was like rhythms and stuff. So they would play a rhythm, and then they would play back like 3 others. And they'd say, pick the one that matched the first one,
Okay.
right? And then they'd play like a melody or something, and the same kind of thing. What's the next one, right? Or they would play a couple of notes and say, was the second one higher or lower than the first one? And there was a lot of other stuff in there too. But so everybody took this test in 4th grade, and she went away for a little bit, and it was like a parent-teacher conference or something, and she's there. I'm there with my parents, and she comes up to my parents and she goes, you really got to get this kid into something musical.
Yeah.
Got to get him to do something. And they're like, oh okay. Why? What's, okay. And she's like, no, you don't understand. He got the second highest score I've ever had on that test. And my parents are like, holy fucking shit. And I'm like, for real? Hell
Nice.
fucking yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Achievement. Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's not first place, but second place ever is
Second place, first loser.
made
Sure.
me feel pretty good.
Yeah.
I like being the first loser.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So my parents are excited. The other teacher, she's like, Mrs. Hubbard, she says, I know you guys don't have a lot of money or whatever. If I would totally be willing to help pay for lessons or something like
Nice.
that. So she was super nice.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's really awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then the next year in 5th grade is when band started in Belvedere, which was cool. So my dad found a saxophone for $50 in the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
It was a piece of shit and no one else could play it.
Who cares?
The teacher tried to play it one day, couldn't make it work at all.
Really?
Yeah, looked at me like, I don't know how you do this.
Good luck.
But here you go. This is back.
And
Take
you're
it.
playing. You're the only one that can play this then.
This particular saxophone.
Right.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit.
Okay.
And so we did through 5th grade.
Yeah.
That was cool. And then 6th grade was the same thing. Just kept learning and playing stuff. And then
And you're taking lessons all the way through, correct?
just at school.
Just at school.
I didn't take anything outside
out
of school.
Okay.
Right. And that was like a once a week, twice a week kind of deal.
And this is with Mrs. Or no, different.
No,
not
there
the music
was a
teacher.
different music
Okay.
teacher that got involved, and I don't remember her name.
Okay.
She was from a different school, but she would come around because that's what her job was.
Right. Okay.
So then 6th grade, the guy from the middle school comes down,
Uh-huh.
and he says, hey, it looks like we're going to be light in the 8th grade band for some certain instruments. We need some people. Who are your best people? We'll take them. So when I got to 7th grade, I was playing with the 8th grade band,
Very nice.
which was awesome.
We got moved up. Yeah.
And this was great. It was probably some of the best music I ever got to play with the band on a saxophone because for some reason, everybody was just kind of at a higher level.
Sure.
And,
Yeah. If you want to get better, play with better musicians.
right.
Right.
And we went to some competitions or whatever, and we did pretty well, but, I really liked it. I really enjoyed doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And shit happened with my parents. They bought a house in Rockford. We moved.
Yeah. Okay.
So now I'm in the Rockford shit.
Yeah.
And now I'm actually in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And they don't start band in Rockford until 7th grade.
Isn't that fucking horrible?
It was really aggravating to me because now I'm like trying to back up 3 years just to play with these guys.
Yeah.
I went to West.
Yeah.
And like halfway through the year, I decided I didn't want to go there anymore because what had happened was also at the same time moving to Rockford, I had missed the dates that they were doing the gifted testing,
Yep.
and so they wouldn't let me test into that program. So
Wow.
then I was also in like the regular classes, things like that. So I was in a band that didn't play anything
Yeah.
that I cared about,
And
and classes that I
ap-
also didn't care about.
right, your academics
They
were
weren't
not challenging enough, sure.
right, not interesting at all.
Yep.
So I decided, look, if it's going to be like this, I'm just going to go to the art school.
Yep.
Cool. Ellis Arts Academy. That's what's up.
Okay.
And so my parents put in all the shit to do the transfer halfway through the year. I'm going to Ellis Arts Academy. Great. I show up. There are 3 people in the band,
Yeah.
including me.
Yeah.
There was no band
Right.
whatsoever. Band class consisted of sitting in a room, playing by yourself,
Wow.
because none of us were at the same level.
Right.
So at that point, everything's just fucking atrophied. I'm not
Yeah.
learning shit.
Right.
not-
You're stagnant as hell. You just moved.
right.
So whatever friends you did have at that school are
Right.
now
Right.
no longer. Now you got to meet new friends on top of doing a bunch of shitty stuff that you don't want to do to begin with.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Right. And so I didn't have any trouble making friends. That was cool. The band thing was a disappointment. But that was probably my best year socially.
Oh, well,
I
that's
was
good
actually
then.
really popular
Okay.
there. And I really enjoyed that half of the
Yeah.
year. But, okay, so then 9th grade comes around. I start playing in the band at Auburn.
Yep.
And at this point, like, I don't care as much as anybody else
Right.
anymore. And I'm kind of just doing it because I was doing it.
Sure.
And then I think I did like one semester of it for sophomore year.
Uh-huh.
And I just didn't care anymore.
Right. Right.
So I stopped playing saxophone.
Right.
I put that shit away on the shelf.
What do you think made you lose your interest in it?
Well,
Not growing?
yeah, just the fact that everything that I was doing, I was waiting for everyone else to catch up to where I was at that point.
Sure.
And then by the time everyone else did catch up,
Yep.
I didn't care anymore. And the teacher that we had, he spent a lot of time just talking in class. He wasn't a very musical teacher,
Sure.
even though I think he was a music teacher for his whole fucking life.
His whole career.
He literally would stand up in front of the class and spend 3/4 of the time talking about the new uniforms that we were all going to get for the marching band. He was so
Yeah,
excited about
see?
this because apparently it had been like decades since they had gotten
I
new
could
uniforms.
imagine.
So I understand his excitement. But we really got to spend half of the class, 3/4 of the class,
Right.
multiple days a week talking about this shit.
We definitely could have learned something by now.
Right.
Right.
And I wasn't into it
Yep.
anymore. Plus, there were girls.
Yeah.
And that was a thing I wanted to do.
Sure. Sure.
I was interested in that.
Yep.
So, yeah, I was just done with
So
it.
when did you pick up the guitar?
I think I was like 11. And
Okay, so now you're playing saxophone and guitar during Ellis Arts Academy then, or maybe a little bit prior to?
yeah. So
So 11 years old, you're probably what, fifth grade, sixth grade?
I think it was, I already lived in Rockford, so it would have been 8th grade.
At 11, eighth grade?
Oh, I don't know, maybe I was 12
yeah,
or
maybe.
something.
Right.
But, yeah, I had like a paper route I was doing.
Yeah.
And I would mow lawns during the summer or
Hell
whatever.
yeah.
So I had, I don't know, saved up like $200 or something.
Yeah.
And went around looking. There was a guy from church who played guitar.
Yep.
It was good. Had a nice Strat, like American Standard or something,
Uh-huh.
like one that he played all the time. And he was going to be my guitar teacher. I was going to take lessons from him. So I asked him to come with me while I'm
To
looking for a guitar.
Purchase, yeah.
Just, tell me what's good, tell me what's not so good. Because
Right.
I was just starting out. I
What's
had
the
no
best
idea.
bang for my yeah.
Here's my $200.
Right.
Let's hit
What's
up the pawn shops. Let's see what's out there. Whatever. And I found this red Strat.
Nice.
It was gorgeous. It was a Squire though,
Okay.
and I think Squires now are better than they were back then.
Sure.
And but they let me get it just because they saw that I liked it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've looked back at it a couple of times and thought, if it was me, I would have told the kid to buy something else.
Right.
You know,
But when your heart's on something,
I guess.
yeah,
I mean, I think maybe they were just kind of tired because we've been to like 3 or 4 stores,
might have been.
And like this one, it's red. It's got the shape that I'm fucking familiar with.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like fucking this is a rock and roll, baby.
Rock and roll.
Here we go. So they let me get that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you get an amplifier then too, or like just
just a little shitty,
like a little
practice,
5-watt, 10-watt?
solid state little piece of shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so took that home and
What was the first thing you learned how to play?
okay.
Come on.
The first song that I ever wanted to learn how to play.
Yeah.
Because that's what he told me to do is pick a song.
Yep.
And then he would learn it and then he would teach me how to play it. No problem. And so I picked something on the radio that was popular at the time that had been stuck in my head for a week.
Yeah.
I wanted to play The Way by Fastball.
Sure.
Right?
Yes.
It's got kind of a rockabilly twang tone to the guitar, but it's a decent rock song, and it didn't sound that complicated to me.
No.
And but you know that we have since learned that song,
Yeah.
like in the last year and a half.
Yep.
Right? It's actually pretty fucking complicated. The chords in there are super fucking weird.
Really?
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Okay.
And it's an odd rhythm really to get down. And
Yeah.
you gotta have some fundamentals really under your belt already to be able to
Prior
jump into
to
it.
yeah.
Right. And so, he's listening to it. He doesn't have the benefit of YouTube either.
Right.
So he's trying to figure out the song.
Is he good enough to figure out the song?
I don't know.
Yeah. At this time,
I
you
don't
don't know.
know.
Right.
He was the best guitar player I knew.
Sure. Was he the only guitarist that you knew?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
But he was good.
Right.
Like
Sometimes it just happens like that. I mean, it does. You
Yeah.
know.
I remember being very impressed. He did like a church talent show where he played guitar for a song that his daughter sang, and it sounded just like the record.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow.
Blown away.
This is I'm super into this.
Yeah.
This guy obviously knows what he's doing. It's not just the chords. He's
Right.
playing it right.
Yes.
Fucking go. This guy knows what's up. And so I think we ended up doing 3 or 4 lessons
Yeah.
together. I would go to his house, and I don't think he never really figured that out.
Yeah.
And then we had just talked about some different chords,
Right.
maybe, and for probably unrelated reasons, it just didn't work out.
Sure.
So after that, I just started learning songs on my own.
Uh-huh.
I listened
Not
to the radio,
Yep.
pick a song that I liked, figure out what the chords are, figure out, transitions, if there's a lead line, trying to figure that out. Just learn it on your own, play along with it, whatever. And that's what I've done ever since,
Yeah.
up until YouTube.
Yeah.
I
I know. How come we've never done a YouTube tutorial?
don't know.
We should.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
shit,
really.
we're doing this now. We should fucking.
Yeah, I know. But we
There's
should.
no reason not to.
We should definitely do like a song and say,
Yeah.
these are the parts to the song. This is how it's played,
Yeah.
and do it like that. We should. Why not?
Yeah.
I think we're good enough. We are good enough. Shit, yeah, we are.
I agree. We're definitely good enough to do that. I don't know. There's a lot of people already doing that.
Yeah. I mean, which is
Yeah,
great.
no, you're right.
It's definitely a crowded topic, but at the same time, I would want to just do it for myself.
Well, too, I think probably if we could say with some authority that what we were doing was correct, that I think would put us above some of the other people
Yeah,
out there.
yeah, 'cause
because I can't tell you how many bad
I
fucking
know.
tutorials are out there.
I know.
Yeah.
Horrible ones.
Yo.
I'm like, that's not how you play this.
That's
Yeah.
mahalo.
And I'm not even a guitarist, and I'm like, this is not how you play this.
Oh, you can hear it. Right
yeah,
off the
exactly.
bat.
Right off the top.
Right.
So yeah. Okay. So not to change. Okay, so
Yeah, go ahead, man.
you're learning songs on your own.
Yeah.
What were the albums that you were like trying to imitate?
You don't want to know.
I do want to know.
This is terrible.
Come on, it can't be any
It
worse than
is.
what I have.
It's terrible. I'm telling you, it was like Creed
Yeah.
and Nickelback.
Great guitarist, man. Great.
Rage Against the Machine.
Great stuff to learn from.
Yeah.
Come on, Rage Against the Machine.
Well, yeah, but no, you're right. You're right.
One of the greatest guitarists ever
Yeah.
for what he does.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, because he
there's
kinda,
no doubt about
yeah,
it. Tom Morello's a fucking
he
genius.
did his
uh-huh.
like nobody does what he does at all. So yeah.
Yep. So a little bit of that Godsmack I was doing.
Yeah, see?
A lot of like the drop D stuff.
Yeah.
And then other stuff I was listening to, like Matchbox 20. I learned
Yeah.
a lot of their stuff. And that stuff, I say I learned it, but like not really. Because if you listen to the record, there's
Sure.
layers upon layers of different fucking guitar tracks.
Oh, I know.
And, you just kind of learn the chords and the little transition lead
Right,
lines
right,
and all
right,
that
right,
stuff.
right.
And you can make a very passable version of
Yeah,
it.
most definitely. Most definitely.
That nobody would know the difference.
Right. Right.
But no, you really go back and listen to it. There's some very talented people in that band.
Yeah. Heck yeah. All of them that you named
Mm-hmm.
off. Not even gonna lie, all of them. I might not listen to them all.
Great.
I mean, I think I bought the first Creed album.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It was pretty good. Shit, I remember when was it Quarters in Session? The verdict. I was like, is that fucking Eddie fucking Vedder? Who the hell is this man?
No, man, that's
Who
Scott
is this?
fucking drunk ass Step.
I was like, what the hell? What do you mean the Quarters in Session, Eddie?
Oh yeah, man.
This is Eddie Vedder, and they're like fighting with me. I remember when I first
Yeah.
heard the song. I'm in the backseat of my buddy's car. And I was like, dude, fucking Pearl Jam. What did they do, And they're like, this isn't Pearl Jam. And I'm like, yeah, that's fucking Eddie. And they're like, no, it's not. And I'm like, dude, yes, it is.
you're fucking
That's
right, it
Eddie
is.
Vedder.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen.
Yeah, you can't understand anything he fucking says either.
Nope. A fucking mouthful of dry crackers.
That's right, man. Yeah, that's exactly
Sounds
what's
like
going
Kermit the fucking Frog.
And I can never figure out. I don't even know if anybody knows to this day whether they were a Christian band or not.
I thought that's what they were trying to come off
I
as.
don't know. I think they might not have been, and he just had a fucking Jesus complex.
You think so?
Oh, he was one of those guys that was really into himself, had a big ego.
Yeah.
But also the kind of guy where they had to cancel shows because he's too drunk to play.
Yeah, see? Right. Boo.
Well, that's where you get
Boo.
what's Tremonti's band, because he was a guitarist for Creed, right?
Yeah.
Mark Tremonti.
Was he?
Yeah.
I never read the inlays.
Oh shit. We're
Plus,
gonna
I
have to
don't
look
play
this
guitar.
up.
Plus, I don't play guitar.
What the fuck band is he in now?
No, I don't know. Oh.
You gotta be kidding me.
You'll find it on the phone before I figure it out.
Anyway, but yeah, it's one of those bands where everybody left because he's such a dick.
That's horrible.
Can't do it anymore. Well, it's the same as fucking Rage. De La Rocha's a fucking prick.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Come
why
on.
would they lie about that? Like, Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Huge band.
Yeah.
Fucking pioneers in their field,
Yeah.
right?
Most definitely.
Everybody knows who they are. Everybody knows their first couple of albums.
Yep.
Every fucking song on them.
Yep.
Enormous band. Why would you leave that? Why would you break that up if the fucking lead singer wasn't a dick?
Because you're not being fulfilled musically.
I guess. But
I mean,
I don't know.
look at Metallica. They fucking hate each other.
Sure, but they're still together.
Well, that's what I'm
You
saying.
think any of them is going to voluntarily leave Metallica?
Well, that would be like saying that the other person won. So probably not, because their fucking egos are too big. Right?
Yeah.
That's what it would be.
Yeah.
That's what it would be.
I guess, but at the same time, it's like none of them are going to find something that good again.
I don't know about
What are
that.
they going to, okay,
Right now,
yeah,
right.
okay, it's the
Right
James
now,
Hetfield project. It's not Metallica, though.
You know what? I think that it could be. I think if James Hetfield was to come out with his own album with a completely different band, I think it would probably be more popular now than what Metallica is putting out now. Maybe not as popular as
Okay.
what they were in their heyday in like,
right.
late 80s, early 90s with the Injustice for All, the Black Album, even Load. But I think it would definitely be more popular than the last.
See, I guess it
Three
depends on how
albums.
you look at the popularity. I think people might like the music better. I think like critically you could definitely
Right,
say
and
that
I
the
guess-
music was better. But
I guess when I'm saying popular, I think it would probably produce more airplay, and it might even possibly get more listening play on the applications on the phones.
maybe
Yeah.
But-
I think it would.
you're still going to sell way more tickets to a Metallica show than whatever fucking James' new band is. Guaranteed.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Right.
I think you're right. I would agree with that. Sure. I mean, they're still selling out no matter where they go.
Right.
Yeah. Plus they got fucking Robert Trejo.
Robert Trujillo.
Oh, my
man.
God.
That guy's a beast. What
Yeah,
documentary series was it that they got him in there?
Oh, was it some kind
Was
of
it was during some kind of monster?
monster? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because
Man.
yeah, they lost.
They lost. Yeah, Jason wanted to
Jason
go play.
Newsted.
He wants to go play music somewhere else.
Yeah, I
Well,
kinda
but
get
he
that.
wanted to do Metallica as well, and they were like, no.
Right.
Fucking assholes. See, assholes.
yeah.
See, assholes. Right. Like, why
Yeah,
would you
that's right.
not? I mean, what is he gonna do? You know, what is he gonna do somewhere
agree.
else that he's not gonna be able to do with you guys?
Uh-huh.
That's like fucking having an employee for the fucking company that you own, tell them you can't fuck unless it's something that's gonna
Yeah.
be. I mean, okay, because here's my thing: how much was Jason bringing to the table as far as the writing for Metallica?
Yeah, but at the same time, you got to ask how much is he being allowed to bring to the table,
Well, that's true.
right?
That's true, and maybe that's why he wanted to leave because
I'm
maybe
sure that had a lot to do with it.
because maybe he wanted to fucking have more out there that showcased,
Okay,
you know.
right. So
I mean, I really don't
that's
know
why
what
he's out, right?
Yeah,
Totally makes sense.
sure.
That's cool, but everybody else is still there.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
I don't know. When you watch that documentary, it's like Kirk Hammett is just there. He's like, man, just let me know what to fucking play. You know,
yeah.
like I'm
Let
done.
me know
Like,
when your guitar part is done.
Right.
I'll come
No,
in.
it's
I'll throw
like-
the wah pedal on. We'll go.
yeah, I mean, he's almost like the child within the marriage that's like, oh, is it, you know,
With James and
you
Lars.
know, am I on mom's team
back
or
and
dad's
forth.
team? Right. Yeah, exactly. You know,
yeah.
but all in all he wants to do is just play. That's all he wants to do is just play. He just wants to fucking play music. That's
Yeah.
all he wants to do. And these guys are fucking bickering back and forth about whatever.
Yeah.
Did you watch the whole, have you seen any of it?
Some kind of monster?
Yeah, you watched it.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a
right,
while, yeah.
right.
Yeah. Okay. Side note, Mark
Side note.
Tremonti,
Plays in.
guitarist for Creed and the band Alter Bridge.
Alter Bridge, damn it.
Alter Bridge.
Ding, 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 ding.
And that's who's the singer for them?
oh, geez. Is it Kent? No, it's not Kennedy.
I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miles Kennedy.
Yeah.
That sounds right. All I got to do is click a little button. See,
Miles
I
Kennedy.
argue with my daughter about this all the time. She'll ask me questions.
And did you tell her to go look it up?
Yeah.
That's what I
say,
fucking tell my kids.
You are carrying around
a
in your
computer.
hand
Yes.
the sum total of the world's fucking knowledge.
Exactly. The smartest computer, like,
Ever.
yeah, pretty
Ever.
much. I mean,
Here you
pretty
go.
goddamn close to it. Other
Right, you
than
got
the
some
brain.
supercomputers,
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
Watson and all that shit, but fucking look it up.
Right. Look it up,
So
man.
I just looked it up. Singer for Alter Bridge, Miles
Is
Kennedy.
Bing, bing, bing.
Ding dong, let's go. Anyway, Some Kind of Monster. Yeah, I did. I watched that some time ago,
Yeah, it's been a long time.
you know. But was it all the way back then that fucking they picked up Trujillo?
Yeah, he's been with him for some time now.
Really?
Yeah. Did you ever listen to him in Suicidal Tendencies?
No.
Wow. You missed out.
Yeah,
You need to go back and listen to some of their stuff.
I missed out on a lot of stuff.
You need to go back and listen.
All right.
For those of you who have not listened to Suicidal Tendencies, if you are a fan of,
Roberto.
yeah, if you're a bassist, you already know who I'm talking about because you were definitely influenced by him in some way.
He's the guy
In
that puts
shape
two
or
guitar
form.
straps together
Yeah.
to hold his
Yeah,
fucking bass
exactly.
down at his ankles.
But yeah, oh man, Suicidal was good. They were good thrash music.
Yeah.
Yeah, very raw, real edgy, real. They had something to say on every song. It was us against the world type of thing.
Uh-huh.
I mean, when you're 17 years old, fuck, there's nothing better than that. You know what I
Course,
mean?
right?
Fuck,
And every
turn it
idea
up.
you have is original.
Oh yeah,
No one's Rage
Right,
Against the Machine
right.
harder than you.
Right,
Except
right.
maybe Rage Against
Get
the
some
Machine.
machine, right? Right. Oh shit. So, yeah, that's good, man. That's good though. So you've been playing guitar ever since.
Yeah,
And-
I've never considered myself to be good, because there's some glaring gaps in.
Sure, and
My ability,
and I
you know.
think every musician, artist, anything in that
Yeah.
realm says the same thing.
Yeah,
We do.
yeah.
We're never good enough
Yeah.
for ourselves. It's like fuck.
Well,
I could just, even John Petrucci is sitting at home saying,
Oh yeah.
I mean, he is,
Because otherwise, you turn into Scott Stapp.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
But like, I never learned, the scales.
Yeah.
I never
The
learned.
scales.
So I don't improvise well. I can't just make shit up on the spot. I learned the songs that I wanted to play.
Yeah.
So whatever was in that song, I know
That's
how to
what-
play that.
Right.
And sometimes they'd have a decent solo that I would learn, but I know how to play that solo.
Right.
That's it. And I play it basically like it is on the record.
Sure.
And so
And for what we do though, that's what everybody wants to hear.
absolutely.
Yeah. I
Oh.
mean, really.
I can't tell you how annoyed I am if I go and see a band play a cover version of a song and they don't play the solo.
Yeah.
I tell you what, there was a band I just watched a couple of weeks ago down at Whiskey's, and band was good, man.
Yeah.
Good. The singer had a good range. They were doing all kinds of crazy shit. They played a cover of Disturbed, Stricken.
Uh-huh.
And I was going bananas. I love that song.
Yeah.
And in fact, that to me is one of the fucking greatest solos of all time. It's super melodic.
Yep.
It fits the song. There's definitely some skill involved to it, but it's perfect for the song.
Right.
And it fucking gets me pumped. I
Right.
love it. Used to play it on Guitar Hero all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
And so I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it the whole fucking song. And he's playing the rest of the song basically right.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. Here we go. We get to the part. Nothing. He plays the rhythm part through the solo. So it's basically just a break.
Wow.
Wow. I can't tell you. It's the musical equivalent of Blue Balls.
Yeah.
I was fucking bursting. Something had to come out, but there was nothing. Nothing there. I
Wow.
was it hurt.
Disappointing.
Physically hurt me.
Yeah.
That wasn't in there.
Right. Right.
I thought, why would you go to all the trouble
To learn the
to
song,
learn the song?
because the most important part of the song
Right.
is the solo.
Absolutely.
That's why you're playing this song.
That's like we're trying to play. We're talking about playing Crazy Train, right?
Yes.
Right. And we're not going to play that song until I've got that solo down,
Okay.
right?
Sure.
Because you wouldn't get on stage and play that song and skip the solo, would you?
No.
No fucking way.
I could hum the solo right now with
Right. Oh yeah. I know
Yeah.
how it goes.
Yeah, I mean,
It's getting
and-
my fingers to do it.
No. But what I'm saying is though is like, yeah, it's an iconic solo. If you're
Right.
into rock music,
Yep.
you know that solo.
Yeah, and it's not like
It's
fucking-
it's like the Bark at the Moon solo. If you're an
Mm-hmm.
Ozzy fan, you fucking know that
Right.
solo.
100%.
And if you're seeing a band play that song and they don't play this fucking Jakey Lee solo, get the fuck out of here.
I'll
I'm
tell you
leaving.
what, I'll go see the band play their own song, and if they play it just a little bit differently, I'm looking at them fucking sideways.
Yeah,
I go, what the fuck?
I know.
Like,
I've
that's
seen
not-
you looked at me sideways a couple times.
That's because you're always standing on the side of me. But and that's not 100% of the time, right? Because I do appreciate when you go to a show, you don't want it to sound just like the record. Because if I just wanted to listen to the record, I would do
just
that.
listen
I'd
to
stay
the
home
record.
and do that. I wouldn't pay fucking $60 a ticket.
Right.
So I like to see them do something else with it. Be creative, go above and beyond, maybe throw something in there that's maybe a little more complicated.
Yeah.
Rework it a little bit. I do appreciate that.
I do too.
But I guess really what I'm talking about is when it's just a little bit less than what you're used to.
Right.
It's the same as with like a singer when they don't hit the high notes.
Yeah.
And if you can't sing the fucking high notes, then don't put it on the record.
Right.
Don't do it. I feel lied to. I feel like it's a misrepresentation of who they are,
Right.
what their abilities are.
Yep.
Why are you famous for being able to do this, but you can't
don't
do it?
Right.
And on top of that, it really bothers me. Sometimes it's an integral part of the song.
Yeah.
This is the melody, and that high note fucking matters.
Right. There are parts that make the song. I mean,
It's like, so we're looking at Boss's daughter, right? Pop Evil.
yeah, Pop Evil. Yay. I'm really excited about
I tell
this
you what,
one.
I really like this song
I
too.
know Nate does.
I feel no shame for it whatsoever. I think it's a great song. But I tried to watch some live videos,
Yeah.
see how they do. The guy doesn't even try.
Yeah.
Doesn't even try. You watch multiple videos. He's just taking like the low harmony of what the melody should be, or he's taking it an octave down or something like that. And I cannot do it.
Right. Horrible.
It's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Why are you famous? Why are you touring like this? Why are you
Yeah.
out there
Yeah.
playing?
Yeah. If you're not going to do it the way that you wrote it and the way that you put your heart into it when you wrote it,
Right.
then why even fucking do it?
Can't.
Because you're saving yourself for the next show?
See, and I don't buy that either.
I don't either, because if you're fucking trained, like, that'd be like you guys, or, me telling you as a drummer, like, I can't play, 2 hours worth of music because the third hour is going to suck. I'm going to be too tired. No, we're going to fucking go and do it.
Sure.
I mean, we're going to do it. You know what I
Well,
mean?
So take like Brent Smith. He's the singer for Shinedown.
Okay, thank you.
I've seen them. I've seen them live
Yeah.
a couple of times. I've seen some concert video, things like that. This guy on the record is just insane.
Yeah.
Balls to the wall, crazy high notes.
Yep.
And I'll give it to him. The beginning of every show, he's right on it.
Yeah.
No matter what song they decide to start with, he's nailing it. Everything. Super impressive. Really, honestly, if they're playing every night, every couple of nights, shit, if they were doing it once a week, I'd still be impressed.
Right.
But like 2/3 of the way through the set,
Sure.
voice gets tired. He can't do it anymore. And it bothers me a little bit, but I get it.
Yeah, I get it too.
Because
I do.
tried to sing all night
Sure.
before.
Sure.
You know?
It is hard.
Yeah.
Not to mention that on the album, people that maybe aren't into playing music or, singing guitars, blah, 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 they might not understand that, these guys just go into the record studio or the studio and they can focus on one song, for a week, 2 weeks, and get everything exactly perfect.
That's right.
And then to go out there, though, and to execute every night back to back to back to back. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's definitely hard.
Well, and they do sometimes line by line, word by word.
Oh, yeah.
Do it again.
2 words.
Do it again.
Right.
All right, I'm going to punch you in right after you say
Say
the sky.
Yep.
And then, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, where am I coming in at? All right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then on top of that, you got all the pitch correction.
Yep.
And
Oh, yeah.
everybody uses that. Almost everybody.
Yeah.
Now,
Who's still making raw albums? I mean, really, who? And it's hard for me to say because I really don't listen to a lot of new music. But man, I would love to hear something that's just, not overly produced and just pretty, as close as being live as possible.
yeah. I don't know that anybody really is, I would say,
probably them guys.
Foo Fighters, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, Dave makes such a big deal out of not relying on that kind of thing.
Yep.
He comes out. I mean, in my opinion, he's been kind of a dick about it.
but I
there's
think
a
for
lot
all
of
the right
different
reasons,
music.
though.
Well, yes and no. There's a lot of different music out there, and I mean, he'll say things like, we're a real rock band, and you can't make fucking music in a computer. And I'm like, well, first of all, that's not true. You can
Right.
make tons of great music with a computer.
Yes.
Inside a computer.
Yes.
Fucking do that. Okay. Rock band music, maybe you're right. You got a point there. But, they use those same kind of tricks.
Sure.
If you listen to any Foo Fighters album, going all the way back to the beginning,
Yeah.
every single vocal line is doubled,
Yep.
right? That's a real common trick that they use to get a particular sound
Yeah.
and to make it, more full or whatever. Dave has been doing that since day one.
Day one.
And he's
Like a trademark.
yeah. He's good at it.
Yeah.
It takes some skill to be able to sing the same thing twice, close enough so that it almost sounds like one.
Yeah.
He's good at it, but they do stuff like that.
Sure.
I don't know if they've gotten into using pitch correction, auto tune, or Melodyne, or whatever those tools are. I don't know if they do that or not. But,
I don't know.
they're not completely immune from it either.
No.
Maybe,
Nobody is.
I don't know how the Black Keys do it, but their shit sounds raw.
Yeah. I have to check some more of their stuff out.
And I can't really think of anybody else that would really just
And I mean,
go in
I
and
guess
play
when
their
I say raw,
instruments.
I don't mean like, we're just setting
Right.
up overheads and just playing like back in the day.
Right.
But I mean, the least amount of production or,
Right.
engineering that you can do to it.
Yeah, I don't know that. I can't think of anybody beyond those two. I'm sure there's somebody. Somebody will let us know in the comments.
Yeah, please.
Who's out
for
there.
sure. Yeah, I would love to listen to it.
But going back to Dave, he's one of those guys that he fucking goes balls to the wall with his vocals
Oh, yeah.
every night.
Every night. How does he do it?
Well, I'll tell you. I don't know. But what he'll kind of the same as Brent does, he'll come out and he's fucking on it,
Yeah. Yeah.
doing the screams, doing all the high notes just like it is on the record, but like energy times
Extra,
10,
yeah.
And then part way through, his voice will get tired. He won't be hitting the notes anymore, but he's still trying.
Yeah.
He'll never bail. He'll never bail on anything and just like pick a different line or pick a different melody. He will always fucking try to give it to you the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And he might not always get there, but for some reason, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, especially when you have 50,000 people that are singing back to you the same thing that you're trying to produce. I mean, to get out, that'd be pretty fucking incredible.
It's amazing how many hit songs Foo Fighters have.
Yeah, they could definitely do a fucking triple disc.
Yeah.
For sure.
Going back, and the stuff ages really well too. You go back to the first record, they can play Big Me, and everybody's like, cool.
Yeah, I got it in the fucking car right now in the CD player. I really do.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's fucking
wow.
nuts.
Wow. Yeah, were you a pretty big fan of them guys when they first came out?
No.
Me neither.
No, it was...
I was so pissed because I had just started to like Nirvana. It was like one of those things, like, because I fucking hated Nirvana when they first came out.
Really?
Dude, are you kidding me? Oh, my God. If it wasn't 150 beats, dude, and fucking...
Got to get them blast beats.
It wasn't even the blast beats. It was just, give me something fucking hard and heavy. And then you hear Nirvana. It smells like Teen Spirit. And I'm like, what is this shit?
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, my God. I was crushed. I was thinking to myself, like, this is where it's heading.
Really?
Man, this is where it's heading,
Yeah.
And then I think about the same time though, like Megadeth had a pretty good album.
Uh-huh.
Metallica was right about the time with the Black Album came out.
Yeah. It's a good one.
I think Zach Wilde was definitely with Ozzy at the time, and I think that was about the time they came out with their second or third album together. Mm-hmm. So I mean, there was definitely some good music still to be listened to.
Yeah.
I think that was probably when I started really listening to Sepultura a lot. But yeah,
Now I'm just gonna say for every one of these
because
that you
you
threw out
don't
there.
know.
I didn't listen to.
Yeah,
them.
I know. I
Fucking
know
none
you
of
didn't.
it.
I know you didn't.
No, man, I was fucking ZOK all the
Yeah,
way.
I know. So for those of
Sad.
you that obviously probably most of you don't know, Nate and I were in a cover band together.
Couple.
A couple. I mean, right now it's pretty much just one that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
And we've known each other for approximately
Okay, fine.
it's been a while. It's been a little while.
It's got to be like 10 years.
It's got to be at least 10 years. So, and yeah, he put an ad out on Craigslist.
That's right.
It was I'm not even gonna go there.
Come on, man.
No. The thoughts were gonna fucking get way off, and probably somebody's feelings would have got hurt.
Oh, come on now.
No.
Oh, you were
so-
talking about our horrible name
No.
or our other drummer
Yeah, no,
or
not
the
at all.
bass player that we
No, I was just thinking of how you were gonna play. How
very
I
happily
was.
had to get rid of.
How you were going to, or how the ad actually looked on the Craigslist. I was gonna
Oh, go ahead, man.
get into detail.
Go ahead.
But no. We're
I got
we're
no
just gonna say
qualms
that-
about that.
that this particular band that Nate was playing in at the time was looking for a drummer, and I just so happened to get out of a band not so long ago where I was playing drums in, and came over here to the XJ7 laboratories,
Fucking studios, baby.
XJ7 studios, and and that's how we met. And I think one of the songs that really pulled me into this was Tonic.
Okay.
I think we played some Tonic,
Yep.
and fucking, oh my God. Yeah, that really that got me going, because that was another band that I would listen to.
Really?
That I know, right? Sepultura
See,
and Tonic, like
You're talking about
Wow.
fucking
but
Nirvana is no
but see, here was
good.
the difference though. This was the difference though. So Sepultura could get my blood boiling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Megadeth was one of those bands that I could learn from, because it was like, to play Sepultura, it was like, okay, they're good, but like, once again, being a drummer and being able to play guitar, if I could play your stuff, to me,
Oh, sure. Yep.
right?
Yeah,
It's
sure.
kind of easy. So, but Megadeth was always one of those challenging bands where if I was going to play guitar, it's like, fuck, Dave Mustaine, Marty Freeman. Okay,
Gotta
this is,
get
I'm
that
gonna,
chug
I
going,
gotta
baby.
put, I gotta put some time and effort into it,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
But see, with Tonic though, what they always had for me was just really good musicianship.
Yeah, oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I thought they were really good musically. I thought their vocals have always been really good.
Yep.
You know, it was like to be able to take a break from going 110 to something that still had some fucking, pizzazz and some class to it, and just enough edge to keep your interest in it. So
Yeah. See, I like Tonic because the actual music, everything's a weird tuning that they play on guitar. And it's always just, it's different from everything else that you hear musically.
Yeah.
Like, okay, the chord progression is similar, but the voicings are totally different.
right.
A lot of the chords are crazy chords that you never hear.
Right. Yeah.
It's just really unique that way.
Very unique.
And they got great melody.
Yep.
They got great fucking energy.
Yeah.
They had like 4 albums. And I fucking love them all.
Yeah.
But I went to see them. I've been to see them quite a few times. now.
Sure.
Actually, my first concert ever, my first one that I count.
Yeah.
Because like my dad took me to see April Wine or something when I was 10.
Right.
And I didn't know them or care.
Right.
But first concert I ever went to was fucking Third Eye Blind. We're driving up to the Rave in Milwaukee.
Very nice.
I'm going with Jessica. And as we're pulling up to the venue, I'm looking at the marquee underneath, says with tonic.
Wow.
And I'm losing my shit. I'm like, holy fuck, I didn't even know they were gonna be here. I like them even more than fucking Third Eye Blind.
Sure.
Yeah. So like, this is my kind of my two favorite bands at the time. They're playing together for my first fucking show ever. I love concerts. Let's fucking go.
Yes.
And they were fucking awesome. They brought the fucking house down. It was a great fucking concert.
I could imagine it probably
Holy
was.
shit.
Fuck,
Losing my
man.
fucking mind. So
I didn't know you fucking seen them both at the same time.
at the same fucking night, man.
Holy shit.
I know. And this was back when Third Eye Blind had all the original fucking members. It was Kevin Cadigan.
Yeah.
Orion Salazar was still playing bass for him.
Right?
Third Eye Blind's another one of those bands where
Yeah.
fucking Stephen Jenkins is a fucking prick and everybody hates him. And they've even formed like a whole band of just ex-members
No,
from
they
that
haven't.
band. Yes, they have. It's called
Really?
XEB.
Are you serious?
Instead of 3EB, it's XEB. Yep.
I'm definitely going to have to look
It's
that up.
Kevin and Tony, the guitar player who came in after Kevin.
Wow.
Maybe he was there before Kevin too, but like, and Orion, and it's fucking nuts.
That's wild.
I would rather see them than the band that's touring with
Right
the Third
now,
Eye Blind
yeah.
name.
Wow.
100%.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
But so why did I start talking about this? Oh, because I've got the Tonic album
Yeah.
sitting on my wall.
Yeah.
I've got everyone's fucking signature on it
Except
for Emerson.
Sure.
Fucking singer.
Of course.
When they were doing like it was, I think it was more of a stripped down show. They were playing at the Cubby Bear in Chicago, right across from Wrigley.
Yeah.
You know, and I had my album there, and I'm standing around like a fucking fangirl. Can you send my CD?
Yeah,
You
which
know.
is cool though.
And fucking Emerson just took off
Walked
after,
away.
didn't come out, and because it was cool. It was a fucking small venue,
Very.
right?
Yeah.
And Dan Lavery, the bass player, and Jeff Russo, the guitar player.
Yep.
They come out. Their drummer, I don't know his name because he's not billed as a full member of the band.
Yeah.
Even though he's been playing with them for
a
like
long
15 years now, if not more.
Bogus.
I don't know how the
drummers never get enough
contracts-
love. We never get enough love.
I don't know how the contracts work, but he is the one that played the drums on that record.
Yeah.
So he signed it for me. Fucking Emerson, man.
Damn.
Fucking diva. I don't know. Maybe he had some shit to do.
You never know.
But anyway, I
Yeah.
don't even remember why I started talking about that.
No, but that's cool.
But
That's awesome.
right.
Man.
So back in the day, we need a drummer. Fucking
Yeah.
Bobby comes over.
Bobby comes over.
He comes down into my basement. We're all set up. I don't remember which songs we gave you to learn. Like 3 or 4 songs.
Yeah.
You know, just a couple of things.
I don't remember.
I don't
really
know.
don't.
Tonic must have been one of them.
I don't think it was.
No?
I think it was one that you guys pulled out, as
Okay.
we progressed with just the day, like I think I was asking, what else do you guys play? Where's your list at? Blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's how it went.
Okay. But here we go. Bobby comes down the stairs. We're all set up. We're ready to play. Check out who this guy is.
Yeah.
Don't know him. Just found him on Craigslist.
Crazy
Dude
wacko.
walks down the stairs, got his hair in a crazy ass Jerry curl.
Jerry Curl,
I'm
like
looking
fucking
at him.
Ice Cube.
I can't even tell what he is. I go, this guy kind of looks
What am I?
white,
But
but he
he's
kind of looks Mexican.
and then
He's not real dark, but I guess he could be black because look at that hair. Fucking, I don't even know.
what an asshole.
This is literally my first thoughts. This is coming down, and I'm like, all right, it doesn't matter. We'll get through these fucking songs and see what's up. So we get through the songs. Everybody fucking loves it. Everybody's like, yes, this is the guy for sure. And like, you not only like playing through everything, everybody jived really well together.
We did jive, yeah.
Everybody got along, which was super important. And fuck yeah, man. Day one I ever met you, I knew we were gonna be friends.
Man, that's fucked up. You didn't know what I was. How the fuck did you not know what I was? I should have wore a hat.
You should have wore a hat.
Fuck.
You could have really fucked me up walking with a do-rag.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Or a fucking Oakland Raiders hat.
I would have had no idea.
Straight out of Compton.
I mean, obviously that's not that important.
No,
right?
no.
But I'm just saying that's
Right.
like
First impressions are a motherfucker.
that's
aren't
what
they?
was in my head.
Wow.
I feel comfortable now after all these years
Yeah,
coming out.
to finally know that I'm fucking
Admitting it.
Arabian and fucking
Arabian.
Hawaiian. Fuck.
We're gonna have some pictures up on the website. You guys can see what Bobby looks like. It is not Hawaiian. It's not
Hawaiian.
Arabian.
Hawaiian and Eastern Pacific.
Are you just like naming off time zones now?
Exactly.
He's a little bit central, a little bit mountain.
Mountain. Depends on the time of the year. Oh my god. Damn, that hurts.
Yeah.
My first impression, I don't know. I don't remember. I know I wanted to come back.
All right.
I wanted to come back and play.
That's
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, we
good
had
enough,
fun.
I guess.
We had fun.
Yeah.
We had
No,
lots of fun.
it was really, it really seemed comfortable, real easy, right off the
Very
bat.
easy. Yeah.
So let's one more thing. And I don't know. I guess we've been going for a little bit, so let's do.
Where we at for
going
time?
Almost 9 here.
Really? Mm-hmm. Shit, dude.
I know.
This is a minute right here.
I know.
That's not bad for the second one.
Well, we haven't lost anything yet, as far as I can tell.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, we only lost 40 minutes the first time.
Yeah.
That's
It's
not
good
bad.
shit, though.
It was good shit. Have you read that book yet? Have you listened to the book that I
No,
sent
I
you?
have not listened to the book.
Motherfucker.
Do you want to talk about that too?
No, I don't. Not until after you read the book or
All right.
listen to it.
All right, I'm gonna go read about all the poor dads, the rich
Dude,
dads.
It's fucking great,
Oh.
man. It is good.
Can't do it.
It is so good.
I don't know. It's a mental block for me, man. Just knowing what a shyster that fucker is.
He is a shyster.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It's still a good fucking book.
All right.
I mean, look at all the fucking dude. Come on, you can't just fucking. Come on, really?
I'll have to get the book on tape. Listen
Yes.
to him read it so I can hear it in his voice.
Yeah, and you know what? He actually has a really good voice too.
I bet he
I
does.
listen to his podcast.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a podcast?
Yes,
I don't know why I'm
the
surprised.
Rich Dad Poor Dad podcast.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he brought on the fucking Marine. Oh God, is it Jonathan?
Jonathan Frakes,
No, it's a Marine
number 1.
that talks about, you know, just doing everything like the hard way, like no matter what it was, he had to do everything. He was just in a fucking marathon and got
Yeah. Yep. It sounds familiar.
and got kicked out of the marathon because he did something. He wore something. It was something really like just like really
Like off
they're
the
not-
wall?
Yeah, like they're not gonna fucking, you know.
They let people do all kinds of crazy shit.
I know. I mean, this was like a really fucking long marathon, like not your average one day.
Oh, like a super marathon?
Yeah,
Or an
exactly.
ultra marathon?
Yeah.
Like 100 miles kind of
Some
thing?
bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Yes, and he did something.
Uh-huh.
I know. I can't believe. I just fucking was listening to this, and anyway, he had this guy on the show. It was quite interesting. I'll have to send you the link.
All right.
I'll have to post the link if we do put this on YouTube. I'll post the
On the
link down there.
YouTubes.
Yeah,
So
'cause it's
he's
good.
still making podcasts today?
Yeah. As far as I know,
Jesus.
yeah, him and the wife.
That's crazy. I would have thought for sure he'd be in jail or something.
I know. Especially being Trump's friend.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Fucking trouble.
Could you imagine they fucking shit that they probably did together without fucking? Yeah. Wow. Well,
Yeah.
But you know what though? I mean, for what it's worth, I think Trump was probably a good businessman.
I don't know about that either.
I mean, I don't know. I
mean-
can't say 100%, but I mean, I'm sure he's probably lost a fucking ton of money, and he's probably fucking made a ton of fucking money.
Well, I think
Even though his dad was rich and probably gave him a ton of money to begin with.
well, okay, I've heard bits and pieces. I've read little stories here and there.
Yeah.
About his endeavors, and he's had a lot of failures.
Yeah, a lot.
And of course, people point to that where he talked about his small business loan from his dad of
Yeah.
like $1 million.
Yeah.
Okay, well, people are trying to make $1 million.
and-
That's what they think being successful is.
right.
And that's what you're starting with. But that's a small business loan.
Well, perspective is everything.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's lost. A lot of his businesses have gone bankrupt. Like, there was a magazine that he had, but like like steaks or something. He had a steak company that was gone, and he had a university
But
or something that didn't work out.
But here's the thing, though. Was it the reason that they went bankrupt because he didn't put the time and effort into having the right team make it more successful than what it was? Or was it because, let's say he did or he didn't? Or was it because he just didn't give a fuck about those ventures anymore and he could have cared less? And let's, at the end of the day, write it off and be done with it. You get what I'm saying? You know, but even though people are going to take it out of context either way and say,
I guess, but
well, you know, if you own a business, you know, why didn't you want to do this? Why didn't you want to do that? Well, really, it's none of your fucking business.
well, I think from what I read, these businesses failed because they were really poorly run, really poorly managed.
Right.
They didn't produce what they were supposed to.
Sure.
You know, just it didn't seem like it was just that he decided not to do it anymore, because why wouldn't he just have sold it off at that point? Because that would have been like, if he really just didn't give a shit anymore, do that, take the capital, do something else. Seems like he fucking tried and could not do it,
Okay.
you know. And I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about Trump.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't agree with most of the shit that he says and does. And I'm sure we could
And I don't
fill
watch
up a lot of time
and I
talking
don't watch,
very ignorantly about that as
yeah,
well.
exactly, because I don't watch enough or read enough or listen to any of the politics.
Yeah,
I
me neither.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I kind of refuse to. I really do. It's, to me, it's
too much
you know
to sift
what?
through.
And people are going to say, oh, well, don't you care what happens to the country and your vote matters and this and that and blah, blah. You know what? I'm just going to fucking take care of mine. And I think if we all just focused on ourselves, I think it would probably be a lot better. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway.
it certainly starts there.
Yeah.
Start taking care of your own shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, pay attention.
How about mind your own
Crazy
business?
shit. But,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, for sure.
start with yourself. But anyway,
yeah. What do
I
you got
wanna
for us?
know-
What do you got to end with us?
I want to hear your side.
Oh,
I want to know about Lil Bobby picking up
Bobby.
some drumsticks.
Oh, my God.
How did this story go? How did you get into music, becoming the best drummer that I personally know?
That's not saying much, but it's saying something. Grew up with parents from different sides of the music spectrum.
One from Hawaii and
One from Kuwait.
Kuwait. I thought it was Lebanon or something like that.
Lebanon, Kuwait.
Yeah.
You know. So mom, I would think at the time that I could kind of remember, like, really being somewhat interested in music, it was probably like the late 70s, but it was still with a lot of R&B music. And probably listening to albums from the mid or even early 70s. So like Aretha Franklin, Marvin Gaye, you know, maybe even some 50s and 60s in there. Elvis every once in a while, where Dad will listen to polka music. Oh God, that's the worst.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Are we talking like Polish polka?
Yes, Polish
Or Mexican polka?
No. No. Polish polka music. You know, like
God,
fucking,
that
I'm going to
sounds
Milwaukee
terrible.
to go get a beer and a brat and go to fucking Polish Fest in Milwaukee.
shit.
Yeah.
Where do you even find music like that to listen to?
Man, it used to be on the radio, like AM radio.
fucking way.
Yeah, AM radio.
No way.
Yes. I'm sure it probably isn't on there now. But you never know. I guarantee you, I fucking bet if we were to be in Wisconsin, like north of Janesville, I bet we could fucking find one.
You think so?
Fuck yeah. I bet you.
If there's anybody out
Yes,
there
yes.
that
I bet.
knows of a station where they still play
Ma-
polka music.
Yeah, maybe even in Chicago, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. Oh, I mean, it's a fucking
it's a big
huge
Polish area.
community. Yeah.
Yeah, even around here it is. But
Yeah.
somebody let us know if that
that'd
shit's
be
still
great.
out there.
But man, so then I had two older sisters.
And their names are,
Yeah,
you don't have to say.
Tracy and Stacy.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to be a Casey. Thank God I'm a Robert.
Dude, you could totally be a Casey still.
I know.
I'm going to
Fuck
call you that now.
I'll fucking punch you.
No, you won't.
Yeah, twice
No, you won't.
before you fall
Hold
down.
on, I still I forgot what your middle name is.
That doesn't
I remember
matter.
this was a thing.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, so I.
I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna remember.
Anyway,
All right, Casey, you're up to
I
bat.
remember. I remember borrowing my sister's albums, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, and then my mom's like rock music, like the Eagles and Bob Seger, the Doobie Brothers. So that's how the music like came
That's
about.
a good selection, man.
I mean, really, it
I mean,
was.
once you kick out
Especially,
all the fucking polkas.
well, yeah. But even though it was a different, like way off the beaten path from what we're used to. I mean, when you have a natural rhythm, you just have a natural. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You listen
yeah,
to it and you
100%.
like can enjoy it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So, I think the first thing. Oh, yeah. So the first thing that really inspired me to play was the band The Monkees.
Come on.
I swear to God,
Really?
Mickey Dolenz.
Really?
Yes.
Why? What about it?
Because my friend who lived across the street, she was brought up by a hippie.
Uh-huh.
Her mom was a fucking straight hippie, like fucking hippie. And it was always the Beatles and the Monkees. And I preferred the Monkees over the Beatles. Because to me, they were more upscale, like more poppy music.
People are losing their fucking minds.
Oh,
right
I know,
now
I know.
when she
Are
said
you
that.
fucking kidding
Oh,
me? Paul
you
McCartney? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. No, but I
Because
mean,
the monkeys
but
didn't
you gotta
even know
rem-
how to play their own shit
But you
at the
gotta remember,
beginning,
though,
right?
you gotta remember, like, I'm fucking like 6, 7 years old.
All right, I suppose you can have a pass for that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know one
I mean,
from the
obviously your
other.
parents didn't teach you right.
I don't think either. You're right. I don't think either one of my parents were big Beatles fans or Monkees fans. To
And
be,
you know what? Honestly, I don't like Beatles either.
Yeah.
I do not dislike them, but I do not listen to them.
sure, I listen to them when I'm in the mood.
Hmm.
I do like some of their stuff. I think Paul for the record, I think Paul's a better writer than John.
All right.
Yeah,
All right. I'm not going to
That's my
argue with you
opinion.
on that one.
so that'll piss some fucking people off too.
Well, John was a shit dad, so
Well, yeah.
how about that?
Oh, yeah. Ooh, who's taking swings? About a swing. Anyway, so my friend who lived across the street, she used to do a show every year.
Okay.
And one year I got to play drums. I got to be Mickey Dolenz.
So something happened in between there, right?
Well, I had to fucking learn how to play fucking Mickey Dolenz songs.
Well, you had to get a drum kit. How did that happen?
No, we fucking played on fucking pillows, trash cans, and fucking cardboard boxes and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, so you got some sticks. You
Yep.
showed up at the show,
At the show. This was the show for the neighborhood kids.
and this is like one of the first times you're playing on an actual kit.
I'm not even playing on a kit.
There's no kit.
A box kit.
You're playing a show
Yeah, a show.
with no real drums.
With no real drums.
Fuck yes, dude.
Yeah, it was great.
That's so fucking metal.
I know, right? It was.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was when you're fucking 6 years old.
No cymbals then.
No, I didn't have any cymbals.
You just do it with your mouth. You know.
I don't know how we did it. I don't really remember, but I know it was great though.
You could have been like a beatboxing pioneer.
Probably. Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably. That's when beatboxing was just coming out too. That's when
Yeah.
the Fat Boys were like starting to get.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then of course I dabbled with that
Did you?
with a fucking old turntable. I didn't know what the
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah,
It
oh, yeah.
sounded more like. It sounded horrible.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
yeah.
was like, okay, that's not working out. That's not going to work out.
Yeah.
I remember getting the Beastie Boys album,
Okay, which
License.
License to Ill.
Man, that's fucking great album.
Yeah.
Yes. Have you heard it?
Of course I've heard it.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't heard it,
Yeah.
just do yourself
License to Ill.
man, just do yourself a favor because it was really a time where music took a shift,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a fucking iconic album.
Right.
So if you haven't heard it, do yourself a favor when you get done listening to this and just go put it in.
Yep.
And don't judge it because it is older music, but that's what was popular during the day, the way it sounds.
Sure.
you know. But I mean, raw, very talented musicians, you know. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, so I dabbled with the rap and then still listened to the fucking, you know, still kept listening to the albums, still kept listening to the albums, you know, stole the 50s and 60s, the Motown shit. And then damn, I remember being in the car and listening to John Cougar Mellencamp.
Okay.
So, and I was playing the drums with John Cougar Mellencamp in the car. Mm-hmm. And I was just looking at and like, fuck, I could kind of, like, I'm kind of playing this.
Yeah.
You know, no lessons, no nothing. You know, I've already kind of learned the monkey stuff a little bit. Like, I mean, did I really know? I don't know. You know, I don't know, to be honest with you. I can't really remember, but I remember trying to imitate or, you know, replay it. But then I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to get a fucking drum set.
All right. Nice.
Yeah. So, a couple years, I remember we visited my grandmother's friend in right out of Justice, Illinois. Hotchkins, maybe? Hotchkins, Illinois? Okay.
me on that
Suburb
one.
of the Chicago
Okay.
area, off of 55 and Harlem Avenue.
Okay.
So kind of the south side. But I remember they had a drum set in the garage, an old 70s fucking red glitter kit. Now, of course, I didn't know, you know, one kit from the other. All I know is I fucking wanted a drum kit.
Oh yeah, it's fucking red and it's a Squire and it looks like every
Yeah,
fucking guitar
red-
you
yeah,
ever wanted to
exactly.
play.
See?
Yup.
Yes.
You pull
a
that
red
fucker
fucking
off the
glitter
wall.
fucking kit, dude. Like, I'm like, fucking
damn
yeah. So,
right.
what do I have? I got a paper route. I got a fucking lawnmower job.
Yes. Perfect.
We're buying this.
We're the
so I
same.
think I bought it for like $75 or some
Holy shit. Nice.
You know, because it had been in the garage for God knows how long.
Did you buy an amp for it?
No,
You don't need
no, but I bought sticks
Drums.
and I
Yeah.
had to go find a pedal,
Oh.
bass drum pedal.
Oh, you gotta get a pedal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give you that story here in a minute.
And some new cymbals.
Yeah, I think it came with the set of hi hats and a crash or a ride or something like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, started learning on that. Just the absolute worst drum set. Cymbals were hanging from the rafters in the basement. Didn't matter, you know, from rope.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't matter, you know, and
Yeah.
just fucking go balls to the walls.
Of course.
And I broke that pedal, that bass drum pedal.
Okay.
I went to Mr. Music on State Street, I bought a Ludwig pedal, and I fucking cracked it the first day I had it, like completely
shit.
in half, pow. Took it back, and he said that he's never seen anybody fucking break a bass drum pedal before in his life. He gave me another one, and I broke that, went to and returned and got my money back. I said I couldn't play them. Yeah.
Wow.
Broke two of them, two brand new pedals.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because I didn't know what the fuck so I mean, you know, on the fucking bass drum.
Yeah.
You know, as hard as you can, man.
You would have thought you'd have blasted through the head first.
No, I broke the fucking pedal.
Jeez.
Jeez, was right. Fuck, now I'm, you know, what the fuck am I going to do now? And I don't, that was the cheapest pedal I could find at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck. That's why I probably broke twice.
God, I have to
Yeah.
get a DW pedal.
Well, I don't think DW was a thing back then.
Really?
I don't think they were. I think they might have been under a different name. They might have been under a different name. I think they were. So I'm trying to think. Met a guy by the name of Eric, who was a guitarist, and my buddy Steve was a guitarist, and he wanted to sing. So, okay, cool. But I think we knew another drummer, so then that's when I picked up the bass.
Okay.
And man, the bass, when I was into it, I remember when I was into it, I went to school with a girl named Jackie, and they were on my paper route, and I would see her dad when I had to go. 'Cause back in the day, you had to go collect money. So I
Yep.
don't know if you collected the money or not.
Oh, yes.
And you had those
I
little.
remember.
Remember those little tabs in that
I
book.
hated it. I hated it so much.
But her dad used to be out front on the front porch playing bass.
Oh,
and I
shit.
would always stop over there.
Yeah.
Well, he would fucking show me like Kool and the Gang and God damn, oh my God, Parliament Funkadelic. And man, I'm trying to think of what else would he show me. I mean, just like all of this, you know, music that I never heard of, but the bass is like, holy fuck, just mind blowing.
Yeah.
And I still think that the bases from those albums and those groups are, I mean, they're incredible.
Absolutely.
Incredible bassist. You know,
fucking walking bass lines all over
man,
the place.
dude.
Fucking popping shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
good stuff. So I remember on Saturday mornings after my paper route, I would grab my bass and I would go to his house.
Sweet.
Yeah, and he would have me playing. This
Now,
stuff
whose
on
dad
bass.
was this?
This was Jackie's dad.
Jackie's dad.
Jackie-
You
Jackie-
should write a song.
Jackie Wiley.
Jackie's dad.
Yeah, Jackie's dad, right? Like Stacy's
Like
mom.
Stacy's mom.
Yeah. I probably lived next door. I probably had her on my paper route too. Slut. So it's always been a toss up: bass drums, just depending on what somebody needed.
Yeah.
Back and forth, back and forth.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
So, what would you say you enjoy playing more? Do you like playing bass or do you like playing drums?
I would say I enjoy playing the drums more, but there's always a song that I would love. Like, there's always that one particular song that I would love to play bass on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You must be pretty fucking jealous right now. All these songs I get to play bass on.
Yeah, but those are none of the songs that I want to play bass on. Though. No.
You're good with all of them?
Yeah, you can keep fucking playing.
All right, you got to
shit.
pick one, though. Pick
Oh,
one
yeah, I
that
would love
where the
to.
drums are easy enough that I can do it.
Yeah.
And, not look like an idiot.
No, not at all. You're a good drummer.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
false, but also very nice.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I mean, but yeah.
That's Rock Band, the video game.
Yes.
Taught me how to play drums.
See? We didn't even
Yep.
fucking talk about that one.
Yep.
Rock band.
We don't even have to. I mean, there's not much to
but
say
I'm just saying,
except that,
but it's another thing like the YouTube.
yeah,
I mean, you
Truthfully,
kind of get the feel for it.
100%.
Now,
Now,
when you
I'll
start playing
say-
a Slayer, Rain and Blood, bum, 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 brrrah, brrrah, bum, 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 right?
Okay, so I'll say that it's impossible to learn guitar from Guitar Hero or Rock Band, whatever, because it's just buttons
Yeah.
and whatever. But the drums was a different story because the most difficult part about drumming for most people, I think, is just coordinating.
Yeah.
Getting your foot, your
And
2
hands.
feet, and your hands to all do different things all at the right time.
Most definitely.
And that's what this game was about. You watch the dots come down and you push at the right time. So you got this real nice visual representation.
Yes.
It's coming right at you. And, you can start off easy or whatever. And then get to the point where you're almost, not really, but almost playing what you would actually be playing if you were playing the song.
Yep.
So I'm playing this game, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to play drums. I want to play drums. I love it. Everybody else wants to sing or do
Play
the guitar,
bass,
whatever.
right?
And I started playing through the game on expert because I just wanted to play it the way that it was or as close as the game could do.
Right.
And I started progressing through the game, playing harder and harder songs,
Did you get to Slayer?
I got through the whole fucking game.
Yeah, there you go.
I beat the whole fucking game on expert on drums.
Winner, chicken dinner.
So I was talking to this guy that I worked with named Steve.
Steve.
Yeah. And he's a drummer.
Yeah.
And he hadn't played for a while, but he was getting back into it because he was going to start playing with the church band. Mm-hmm. And so I was telling him about this game and how I thought it really was like a decent tool for learning how to play. And so he went out and got the game, got the controller and everything. And he's an actual drummer. So he's playing through it on
Yes.
expert. And he gets through the game probably faster than I did.
Okay.
But so we decide, fuck it, let's get together.
Yeah.
You come on over, bring your controller, we'll play the game competition style. We'll just play the same song, same time. You and me, let's go.
Okay.
So he did. He came over, we're all set up, we played through the song. I beat him on every fucking song.
Seriously?
Yup. And he's just looking like, this is some fucking bullshit.
This is bullshit.
How is this possible? And I'm like, dude, I don't
Pisses
know.
me off a little bit.
I don't know. But every single song even the harder ones.
Yeah.
And maybe it was because we're playing on my system that, well, no, because there's some calibration and some timing that's a little bit off with the game, right?
Okay.
So if his system's calibrated a little bit differently, he's used to hitting it at a slightly different time. We're talking milliseconds.
Yeah.
Then maybe it could have been offset in my favor that way.
Right.
But
I doubt
it was every song. He was fucking pissed.
Really?
Just mad.
That's why he never came to play drums with
That's
you.
right. That's why I asked him to a few times. I asked him to come over, and this is before I even had any kind of band going.
Right.
When I was thinking about starting something, he never did.
Well, fuck.
I don't know if that was it, but it was
You hurt his ego.
well, I don't know. He's just kind of that way.
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy that you talk to every day at work for
Yeah.
a long time, but like you're not really friends outside of work. You know,
Gotcha.
like I made an attempt. I
Yeah,
invited
like
him
you
over for
invited him
dinner or
out to the
whatever.
bar several times, and he just kept saying
Not even
no.
the bar, just come over for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
And they came over one time, and that was it. And
Yeah, really?
yeah, I never got invited.
Did you
to their
invite me to
place or
fucking dinner
anything.
yet?
Yeah, you've been to my house for dinner.
Oh, fuck. Shit.
But then I
Have
got
I only been here for one time for dinner?
man, fuck you.
Okay, just making sure. Me and Renee definitely are going to have to come over for dinner.
You do got to
Yeah,
come
we
over
do.
again. But anyway, I bought a real drum kit. This
Yeah.
same one that's sitting right here,
Bingo.
and that was probably one of the best decisions I ever made.
Was,
Well, and I didn't even tell Jess I was doing it.
ooh,
I just went to the store and fucking bought the thing.
that didn't raise any eyebrows. I mean, was she upset? Was she okay?
You
Was
know, she took it really well.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't remember what all exactly was going on in our lives at the time,
Yeah.
but I think I probably was like, "Hey, don't be mad or nothing." But I
Right.
totally bought this drum kit, and but it's worked out fucking great because it's the kit that you use every
I
time you
love it.
come over for fucking practice.
I love beating the shit out
it
of it.
sits here, I've played on it a bunch. The kids play on it now,
Yeah.
And I've certainly gotten more than I paid for out of it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
100%.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I love it. I love beating the shit out of it. We have an animal in the
Yeah.
in the studio right now.
My little dog has just joined us here. His name is Aries. He's a little Pomsky, which means he basically looks like a little husky. He's got the cool eyes, so
Cool blue eyes.
yeah. Kind of looks like he'd murder you in your sleep
Yeah, a little bit.
if he could.
Kind of freaky looking. Anyway. Yeah, so okay, next week,
Yeah, we'll be back.
same time, same channel.
Yeah, same bet time,
And then
same
we'll get
bet
into
channel.
I'll get into more of the drumming side of things.
Yeah,
as opposed to
absolutely.
the bass.
Let's do it.
And then we'll see what happens next week.
Yeah, come on back.
All right.
Everybody out there who's listening, we'll have plenty of other stupid shit to talk about.
Stupid.
Stupid shit.
And hopefully not how the earth was made. But maybe I got to do some research.
Yeah, maybe we'll do some homework and we'll have
Yeah, I'm definitely
some more
gonna do some
intelligent
homework.
conversation.
Yeah, intelligent.
Intelligent.
Anyway. All right,
All right.
guys. Thank you.